Cut it out, please.
Was able to attract money and not have to be the person that's constantly chasing it. And it's basically realizing that not only did I have to change my identity, but to form a new identity in order to get rich. Because if you're someone who has never made money yet, you probably procrastinate a lot because your mind believes yourself to be someone who is not even deserving enough of having money in the first place. Because at the end of the day, you have to realize that your income reflects who you believe yourself to be. So let's say that someone has an identity of someone that's not making 10K a month. Do you think it's physically possible for 10K a month to come to them? Because at the end of the day, money is an energy thing. Money is not like this physical thing besides like the paper that it is. It's energy. When you align with the vibration, the energy of money, money comes to you. So how do we actually do that? People think that they're gonna get rich and they're gonna get results in life from just getting it. But you become someone where the money just comes to you. And what I mean by that is that you become someone that forces money to come. But do you know what that means? That means the money doesn't make itself. You are the person who is making the money. So when you focus on money, you're never gonna make money because money doesn't just make money. The identity of who you are is what brings the money to you. So now you know, it's like, why would I ever chase money in my life when I can become someone that money chases? And when money chases you, your life is pure bliss, it's pure joy. So how do you actually change your identity in order to get rich? Well, right now you have to ask yourself, who are you now? And by asking yourself, who are you now, ask yourself what you feel that you're deserving of having. I'm sure you've never even thought this deep before where you think that you deserve a certain number at all. But it is physically impossible for someone to have the identity of a 10K a month person to make $1,000,000. If someone has the identity of a 100K a month person, then it would be impossible for them to only make 10K a month. So ask yourself right now, what do I believe that I deserve? Well, first you have to ask yourself, what do you even want out of life? Because if you want to get rich and you want all this money, well, you have to realize you have to become someone different in order to even make the money in the first place. Because it is physically impossible for you to ever stop procrastinating to where you push things off if your mind believes yourself to be someone that doesn't even have 10K a month right now. So the number one step in order to change your identity is to stop identifying with your past. Because just because you've had a certain past where maybe you've had failures, that doesn't change the present. That doesn't make who you are now. And I look at it this way. Let's say in life that you've had 3 relationships, hypothetically, right? And every single one of them failed. Let's say that you got cheated on in the worst way possible and something so bad happened. Would that stop you from still looking for a girlfriend to where you can find a wife and have kids in the future? No, it wouldn't at all. So for certain things in life, you don't let the past affect who you are now, but for making money and getting rich, you do. If you failed before, if you tried some sort of business model and it never worked out and you just quit, how are you ever gonna not try again simply because something happened with the past? So that's the first step. You stop identifying with the past, because the only reason the past failures in the past would be bad is simply because you didn't hold the identity of someone who could make money in the first place. So how do you actually change your identity? You have to change the things that you were doing on a day-to-day basis. So let's say you're someone who's not making any money right now and your goal is 10K. Well, what would that 10K a month version of you, how would he think? How fast would he make decisions? How would he act? How would he move? And that's what you need to be doing. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down exactly what your goal is and say, how do I get here? How do I have to act? How much work do I have to do? What are my beliefs going to be? So now you see it on paper so you know exactly what you have to do. So you're not going to fall into the old habits like the person that you used to be. But it all starts with basically what you think you deserve out of life. Because the moment that someone is like, wow, I'm poor right now and I'm making no money, but I know I deserve something out of life, is when their identity will start slowly picking up. And the way that I changed my identity, I think everyone goes through certain things in life where it kind of forces them to grow. Like me when I was 16, my dad obviously overdosed on Xanax. And I think that was the thing that forced my identity to change because I was like, I have to become the man now. Like that's what I thought in my head. So it all starts with a mental thing. I was like, I have to become the man. Therefore, I started to becoming the man based on what I thought myself as. So you have to realize that everything is perception. Like the idea that you hold of yourself is who your identity is. That's why when you look at someone, you're like, dang, that guy has charisma, like he has confidence, he has some sort of like aura, even though I hate that word. That's because he loves himself so much. His idea of himself is that he is just the most confident, just best person in the world. And then you can feel that energy, it reflects on you. But money can also feel that energy. So if you were someone that walked around like you had infinite amount of money and you were so rich, and that's how you moved on a day-to-day basis, like you held that confidence of someone that was already rich, you spoke like someone who was already rich, that is what your identity will be. And at the end of the day, the world is a reflection of your inner state. So everything external doesn't matter. Your internal is the only thing that matters, right? What does that mean? The internal means like who you believe yourself to be, what you think you're deserving of, and how you act. Because that's an internal thing. But the external follows. This is why alchemy is a real thing. It basically states that you could turn anything physical, but it starts mental first. So it's basically turning your mental into matter, right? So it's like I think of myself as rich and then I become rich. That is what alchemy is, basically, to sum it up at the end of the day. But how you do that is like, if you imagine this and look at it this way. Your inner state and who you believe yourself to be is how your life has gone. So if you believe yourself to be someone who is unlucky, who life just happens to me and that's what you think, then the external will follow that. The world believes who you are based on who you believe yourself to be, and other people as well. The reason why other people love me so much and the world loves me because the world blesses me with everything that I want. And when I say that, I mean like God too, because God's just the one that created the world. So anytime I say world, I'm talking about God as well. But the reason why everyone loves me so much in the world and God loves me so much is because I love myself so much. And when you love yourself and you romanticize and you find beauty in everything about yourself, that is what your external will be. Now it will be pure love and it will be pure bliss based on who you believe yourself to be. And I always say perception is reality, but another thing is like, if you don't shape reality will shape you. But it all starts with identity, because you will never be able to take action if you don't hold yourself to be someone who is making that certain amount of money that can even take that action in the first place. It's like if someone is making no money, but they want to make 10K, but they don't have the identity of someone that's making 10K, that's why they procrastinate, because their mind doesn't believe themselves to be a 10K a month person. So how would it let them work? So it's all about tricking your mind to believe you are someone that's not. And that might be hard for you. You might think right now like, oh no, I can't do that. But you can, because before anyone got rich mentally, before anyone got rich physically.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete...
They were rich mentally first. They had the idea of how much money they could have and what their life would look like, and they became that internally. So whatever your goal is, you become that internally, and then the external follows. But when I say that if you don't shape reality, reality will shape you, the reason why people have a bad life is because they don't know who they are. Who they are is based on what people have told them they are. Their parents, their friends, school, just like their conditioning and programming, that's made you an identity. But when you think for yourself and what you actually want out of life and what you know you can get out of life, that's when you realize you can get anything. But it all starts with breaking limiting beliefs. The reason you don't have an identity of someone that's already making money is because you have so many limiting beliefs, because everything that's in your mind is programmed and conditioned. Your past, for example, the past version of you was the version of yourself that just listened to what other people had to say about you. Oh, getting rich has been possible. That stuff doesn't work for guys like us. People like that, because I've heard that my whole life. Like my dad used to tell me before he passed away, like, oh, getting rich, like that's not a real thing. Like people just get lucky who are rich. So that's a limiting belief that I held. So like, how was I ever gonna get rich without breaking that limiting belief? It wasn't possible for me to get rich without breaking that limiting belief. So it all starts with like, what do you actually want out of life? Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that matters. I think everyone needs to be a little bit of a narcissist in order to get what they want out of life, because they realize that it is called the universe reason. The universe. Everything around the world revolves you. So when I started kind of viewing myself as the main character and realized that I'm the only person that matters, that's when I truly sought out what I wanted and not what other people thought. Because people try to bring you down to their level. Someone who's not rich is obviously going to tell you it's impossible because they've never got rich. That's why you'll need to only be listening to people who are where you want to be at in life. But another thing is like your standards become your true identity. It's like who you hold your standards to. And what that means is like, if your standard is making 10K a month, would that 10K a month person be sleeping till 1 p.m.? Like, no, he wouldn't. So like, you have to have standards in your life and be like, I'm not someone that's going to let that happen. Like, I'm not going to be someone who wakes up late. Like, that's not the standard I hold for myself. When you believe yourself to be someone that is rich and that is your identity, you'll stop doing these little bad habits because like, you're like, no, I have more standards for myself. It's like, imagine the standards that you have looking for a girl. Those are the same standards you need to have for yourself. And that's when you're able to not procrastinate. That's where the ego comes in. Because at the end of the day, ego, everyone thinks it's a bad thing to have an ego. If you look up what the word ego means, it means your subconscious and conscious mind coming together to figure out who you are. Ego means identity. So when you have such a big ego and you believe yourself to be someone that's better than everyone, you're making all this money, do you think you would let yourself sleep in late? Do you think you would let yourself push off work? Do you think you would need a week or two to make decisions. No, you'd make decisions instantly. You'd start taking action instantly just based on your ego and based on who you believe yourself to be. So that's what I want every single one of y'all to realize. It's like right now, you're never gonna get rich unless you kill your old self, until you change your identity. And you have to be thinking to yourself like, do I deserve the life I live now? And if you think you deserve it, then you're gonna stay there. But if you know that you're meant for more, and you should know that you're meant for more because you are the one that has the desire in your head, no one else around you has it, so you have to be some sort of deserving of it if you already have the idea. Everything in life started with an idea. Before anyone put an invention, like these shoes, into the physical, it came mentally first, based on an idea that they had. So the idea that you hold of yourself is the strongest thing in the world. Who you believe yourself to be is who the world will give back to you and who the world will believe you to be. So if you're someone who believes yourself to be someone who is making 100K a month, the world has no choice but to bring that to you. That is true manifestation. That is true law of attraction. But it all starts with identity, because it goes identity to then your thoughts are different, right? And your beliefs are different based on the identity. And then the action comes based on your mind, obviously, which is like your thoughts and your beliefs. But identity always comes first. Identity, thoughts, beliefs, and then action. The reason you're not able to take action is because you don't have the beliefs in order to take action. You don't have the thoughts in order to take action, because obviously you're living subconsciously. Because like, if you have all these limiting beliefs, it comes from the past, it comes from programming, because you don't have an identity of someone who has a different life. Your identity still is just, oh, I just can't get rich because I've never seen anyone around me get rich. So you have to realize it all starts with identity. So change who you are, change what you do, change the type of person you believe yourself to be. Start acting differently, start talking differently. If you literally perform like someone that's rich and that's the idea you have of yourself, then the thoughts will come like that too. Your subconscious would be like, oh, imagine how your subconscious would look at you. And I'm saying how your subconscious would look at you because at the end of the day, your subconscious doesn't know what's right from wrong. But imagine your subconscious, like how, if subconscious was a physical thing. Like let's say your subconscious was a person. Or let's say it was like God or whatever, like looking at you. And it saw you moving like a millionaire, acting like it, talking like it, believing you were deserving of it. Then it would 100% believe that you are that person because that's what it sees. So now you've tricked your mind and you've tricked your subconscious into being someone who has money. Therefore, now your thoughts won't be all these limiting beliefs, because the reason you have limiting beliefs, they're all subconsciously. So you don't even know that they exist. So the first step is obviously awareness that you are someone right now who can't make money because you're trying to chase money, but that's not how money works. So you have to be someone that attracts money. Because whenever you are someone that attracts money, that means that money just flows and money just comes to you based on the idea that you hold of yourself. Because your subconscious is 90% ruling your life right now. And that's fine. Even me, like let's say my subconscious is ruling my life. Well, my subconscious believes me to be a millionaire, which is why I'm a millionaire. So it's like you have to trick your subconscious by doing things every single day that the richest version of yourself would do. So change your identity and you change your life at the end of the day. And I want every single person to know that until you change who you are, until you change the beliefs you have of yourself, and just like what you think you're deserving of, you'll remain the same. You'll never be able to take action. You're going to keep procrastinating. It all starts with identity. Everything in life starts with identity. So kill your old self. The reason you are that old self right now is based on other people. Do you want to live for other people? No, you need to live for yourself. God loves you. God bless you. Peace out.